G'day folks, it's Jim here from FX Charts with a foreign exchange update for the Finance News Network for the 27th of April on behalf of AxiTrader. Okay, well for the most part it was a pretty quiet session, a little bit choppy, but didn't really end up going anywhere. There was mixed US data, better housing data, softer jobless claims, so they kind of cancelled each other out. Soft European consumer confidence data as well, so it kept the market pretty much range bound. But then after the New York close, S&P with their impeccable timing as normal, they've downgraded Spain and seen the euro make session lows below 132. It's currently trading at around 131.85, 87. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a test of the downside once Europe get in, but until then it's probably going to sit around here. Most of the interest today that's going to revolve around the BOJ. They've got their interest rate meeting in Tokyo later on, and that's ahead of Golden Week next week, so Japan will be on holiday for much of the week, so I think it'll probably be pretty quiet until the BOJ. We'll then see a bit of a spike and some volatility, and then I think it'll probably just dry up later in the day. I can think of better things to do than get involved in the yen today. Sterling remains bid. It got up to 162 and change overnight. It's come back a little bit since the S&P data is trading around 161 3/4. The Aussie that tried 104, got up to 103.98, and was sitting there looking reasonably bid, to be honest, before the S&P announcement. So it's come back off to sit on minor channel support at 103.65, but it looks like it's going to be a risk off day today, and so I think the pressure might remain on the Aussie for a little while. It may end up going nowhere, but it's likely to be pushed around a little bit by Aussie yen if there's any volatility in the yen later on. The Kiwi, that's done very little really. It's sitting at 81.5 and still remains within its range. Ahead later on, apart from the European reaction to the S&P move, we've got German consumer confidence, and then the important US GDP numbers later on, and also personal consumption out of the States, so that might add some volatility later in the session. There's also the Reuters Michigan consumer sentiment index to look out for. That's really about it for the day, for the week, and as usual though, any currency view mentioned here is a personal opinion only, so don't use it as trading advice. If you do wish to get a more comprehensive outlook, go to the website as normal, www.fxcharts.com.au. That aside, have a very good weekend and talk to you next week. Cheers.